I have very deliberately not played any of this, by the way, and deliberately only kept up lightly with the various announcements about content. Because I thought it might be quite fun to just come to it quite vanilla, because I know it's quite a big one, so it'd be quite fun. So what we need to do first, really, is think about what we're going to play. We could do one of these standard starts. There are a couple of new specific starts in this. You will find them lurking under at the gates here. So this is in 1066. We have some kind of wandering starts over here. You now have the Khan of Cumania as a specific start, which is interesting. And you also have in the 1178 start date specific content around the rise of the Mongols. So that is, of course, Temujin, or Chinggis Khan, as we would later come to know him. But you don't have to do that to unlock the Khan of Khans content. The Khan of Khans stuff can be anything. So I'm kind of torn as to what we do for a start. So it's really as much. I'm happy to take suggestions from chat. Should we create our own? I always feel like 1178 is quite a late start date, so I'm not necessarily convinced we want to start there. If we were, we'd probably want to do one of the listed starts. I'd be tempted to go with Jamuka, who was actually Temujin's blood brother and became his biggest rival. Lost the decisive battle against him. Was it the Battle of the 13 Tribes? After which his men betrayed him to Temujin. Temujin immediately had all of the betrayers killed because of his standard rule, which you should never betray your Khan. And then Jamuka still refused to bow to him, so he had him killed as well. But I'd be tempted to go with Jamuka if we were going to do something in this start date. If we were going to do the 1066, we could either do a custom character or we could do a named one. If we were going to do a named one, have they changed the Khazars or Mogia with all of the new nomadic stuff? They still settled? It's a good question. I don't actually know. You've got a couple of interesting ones floating around here in 1066. If we wanted to do our kind of standard Prester John thing, we could actually do it with a named character, because I'm pretty certain High Chieftain Inanch here should be Nestorian. Yes, he is. Because he was, as it says here, exiled from China by decree of the Emperor Wuzong 2 centuries ago. Nestorian missionaries have found a receptive audience along the Karates. We're riding horses today. We are. So yeah, I don't know. There isn't specific Wanderer content in the earlier starts. So I'd say maybe we would avoid the earliest start. I just feel like 1178 is quite a late start. The Kyrgyz might be quite fun to start as. We could just log in late, go in and see if the Khazars or the Mogia have got settled stuff, but yeah. Isn't EM one of the named starts in 867? Yeah, they have. Look, nomadic. That's interesting. So yeah, if you do the Mogia start, you will now actually be going as nomadic in that start. That's quite fun. So they have changed that one up as well. That does make sense. I'm quite glad they've done that. That's quite nice, actually, because it means in the 867 you have got a real variety of different starts you can do. Was Heisteen always a listed start? I don't think he was. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, chat. What's the consensus? Should we create our own ruler? Should we start in 1066, maybe? There aren't any interesting, or not I've seen any new wanderers, unless anyone's aware of a Easter eggy person we should start as. I do feel like the Kyrgyz might be quite fun to start as. A whispered mention of the Kyrgyz people used to send shivers down the spines of all who lived in the northern steppes. Those days are long gone. Their empire shattered, and only a faint wisp of the Kyrgyz Khaganate clings on in the north. Will the last flickers of the Kyrgyz glory be snuffed out, or can its flame burn brighter than the sun once more? The Moggies do seem to go hard into Hungary fairly regularly. Yeah, I mean, well, it's kind of coded that they will, because the game wants Hungary to form. I'm tempted to say we go with this, and we save Jamilcar for another time, and then we see how we get on with this, and then we decide whether we want to carry it on. Alternatively, we could go with Jamilcar, and then decide at the end of that whether we want to go with it. I just feel like 1066 would give more freedom to just muck around a bit and just try out the new mechanics. 22. It's a decent age for a starting character. He's got a liege. Or we go with our Nestorian here. And if it goes well, we can then turn that into a Prestigion run. And I kind of feel like if you're doing Prestigion, if you go any ruler in 867, what's it like over on the edges of the world? So you still got the Kyrgyz Khanate in full force. This is nice to see on the map now. Bit more stuff over there. Hello, Kitty. How are you? Come say hello to everyone, have you? Quickly say hello then. No, don't want to say hello. You gonna say hello or not? Gonna wag your tail off camera. No? Okie dokie. We're into the pre-lunch pestering point. That's what it is. I feel like we go 1066 and go with the Fallen Kyrgyz Khanate. She's not starving. She's just being annoying. She hopes being annoying is going to get her food. Good morning, Vitando. Let's go with the Kurgs. Hello. The Great Steppe, an endless sea of grass and rock. Steppe is not a merciful home. Tents get assembled and disassembled with the change of the seasons. Whole villages moved over a harsh blizzard or a more powerful enemy. Man is at the mercy of the beasts. What the herd needs to survive is what the herd will get. Who will conquer the elements and rise as the Khan of Khans? So we now have essentially weather mechanics that kick in because we are a wanderer. I am going to need my other hand back now. So counties now within steppe territory have fertility. Fertility stabilizes around the fertility equilibrium, allowing nomadic rulers with a large domain limit to sustain their herd growth. Fertility is affected by the steppe seasons and slowly replenished by herders. So it kind of encourages you, and you're forced almost to migrate semi-regularly, which is good. Steppe season represents the current climate of the Great Steppe and the effects it has on county fertility. The actions are available to involved situational rulers. Interesting. And migration is essential to nomads. When the county fertility in their realms is low, they will often move in search of greener pastures. Migration can only target de jure titles, and the accessible tiers are limited by a ruler's dominance. Proposal will be sent to the nomad with the biggest herd in the desired area, and they can decide whether to leave their lands willingly or go to war to defend them. Herders will always leave their lands as they do not have the means to defend themselves. Interesting. Together we ride. Ooh, pretty new interface stuff. Okay, we have limited dominance. That's a great bit of artwork. That means we have a minimum domain limit of +2, a maximum domain limit of +3. That's interesting. A minimum vassal and a maximum vassal limit. You're forced to move around to some kind of compulsory steppe aerobics. One might even say it's, yeah. It's definitely a step count. We can recruit nomad lancers, cataphract archers, if your culture has the iron cavalry tradition. I feel like we should have the iron cavalry condition. And construct sturdy mainiert buildings. Ooh. Min vassal limits, interesting. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I quite like the idea of min and max vassal limits. Max migration is interesting. So we have a distance we can migrate. Our succession law is Kurultai. Under the Kurultai succession, the council plays an important role in deciding who will be next in line. There are disagreeing voices. It will lead to a chaotic succession. Under a chaotic succession, the line is unclear, and the heir will experience some negative effects at the start of their rule. Interesting. All the Kurultai fall in line, the realm will experience a stable succession, where the heir will take the throne with the support of all the most powerful supporters. That sounds really fun. So I assume the gender law stuff is still the same, yes. Good. So right now we would have a chaotic succession. Herd losses, defecting courtiers, loss of fame levels and tributaries. It's because we have empty positions in our Kurultai. Is that because we only have one vassal? This is back to our minimum vassal thing. That's really interesting. Ooh, this is going to be fun. We are recognised as a rightful ruler. That's our fertility. It is climbing slightly at the moment. We are currently in an everlasting summer in the eastern steppe. That's giving us more growth, more fertility. Army movement speed increases, and our subjects are happy. Ooh, our next seasonal prediction is a severe drought. See, and our Stargaver can predict that. She has the ability to increase vassal opinion or guide shepherds if you've got herder vassals. Okay, interesting. I feel like we probably want some herder vassals. These are all the nomads of the steppe. All at herd sizes. Love that. That lady has a very strong hat. That is good hat game. We have not a lot of soldiers. I assume these mostly haven't changed. And I would guess we probably want to focus on military. We have excellent prowess. We currently have a daughter. She is bossy. I feel like it's going to be a very martial run. And procure some more vassals. Yeah. Okay, so she's presumably a herder. So we could demand that she becomes our tributary. Sheep! She has a sheep! That means there's now sheep models in the game. We are that much closer to getting Glitterhoof back. If you can do sheep, you can do horses. Also, presumably, this means someone could now do a mod that is entirely a world full of sheep. Because the stuff must exist in the game for it. She has the herder realm type. She does, which makes me think, I kind of feel like, I don't know enough yet, but I feel like we do want. So we could go for like him. So he's got a herd of 599. We have a herd of, our herd's growing. Our herd's not bad. Oh, I see. So you get horde riders will come out of your herd. Okay. What council positions do we have? Yeah, so we need some Kurultai. We have a duchess. We are married. Okay. Not great. I feel like our spy master is not necessarily the best spy master. One might argue that he is better suited to other roles. Indeed, Osgul here might in fact be a better spy master. Osgul is fecund. Asli Longshanks, good name. Like, with his dip of 24, I feel like he shouldn't be our spy master. Let's reassign you over there. So he is currently focused on sheep. Oh, look, you got all of these things. Oh, this is cool. I like this a lot. Yeah, I mean, like, that's a hell of a herd gain. Yeah, we definitely want him on that. I just feel like 21-year-old. So, oh, obedience is a rating now. Interesting. She's more obedient, or on the verge of more obedient, but I feel like if we could turn Osgul to our cause, she'd be very useful. I'm liking this already, because it's very different from how you play in other things. So that's fertility growth. So stewardship affects that one. Raiders is martial. That's learning boosts. Exploit lands gives you a lot more income. Ah, so learning boosts. Yeah, you can't either sit properly or get down. Stargazer boosting presumably is useful. How do we see? How long do we know how long a season lasts? I don't want to migrate yet. 1076. So we've got 10 years. Okay. We've got a bit of time. Does that mean you could have two Kurotai sound and Marshal at the same time? I suspect not. I think what it's done is it's quite clever, and I like it. Which is that it's given... You effectively appoint your Kurotai, and then you can tailor their roles around them, rather than appointing specific roles, which I've always felt would be a better way round for it. I'll be interested to see if they've done the same with the base game. Because if you think about it, that's how it would really work. Like, yeah, you would want to have a Chancellor, or you'd want to have whatever, but if you're a ruler, and you've got to keep people on your council, the main reason you've got them... There's some people you've got on your council because you want them on your council to do specific roles. But if you're a ruler, a lot of them are your vassals, and you've got them there for prestige reasons. And when you've got them, you're kind of going, ugh, okay, what are they vaguely good at? And you're going to give them tasks based around that. And that's what this is more reflecting. It's almost saying, you are going to have these people on your council. So let's see if we can give them roles. That's just not a place you can sit. Look, I know you want to sit there because you think it's going to get you food. It's not going to get you food. I can guarantee you that. It's in fact just in the way of the mouse. No, you are not helping. Okay, so we've got all of that. Let's leave those roles for a bit. Let's just have a bit more of an explore around. So nomadic capital. Okay, we've got a small main yurt, a millet storage, herd capacity, nice, and county fertility growth. We've got an uvu. That's nice. So we could have a Khan Champions yurt, which allows us to invite knights, basically. Unlocks a bodyguard. Increase knights' effectiveness. Increase heavy horse archers. Nice. Size of men at arms and max number. Movement, raid. Cavalry. I feel like square attunement is pretty much a must, surely, if you're going tribal. Using the same interface as the admin RAM. Yeah, I genuinely think the estate stuff they added is one of the smartest things they've done. It's like giving them so much flexibility. Family yurt gives us the ability to introduce heir. That could be useful. And the upgrades mostly cost herd. Yeah, that's interesting. They do, don't they? So they cost herd. There you go. Bex is home. Go pester Bex. I feel like we want square of the human. I think it's the kind of thing that's going to let us punch above our weight. Oh, interesting. So it uses the same mechanics for your men-at-arms as you get as a wanderer. That makes sense. I like that. 8 gold to convert your node into a man-at-arms. Okay. I like this a lot. Yes, thank you, helpful kitty. Oh, I like this a lot, chat. So we can already recruit regular horse archers. Can have up to 4 men-at-arms. I feel like we're maybe not going to need... I think maybe we'd be going overkill a bit too early if we went on that. Culturally, what stuff have we got? Devoted horsemanship. Tribes of the north. Means we can recruit Matakan warriors. Nice. We've got space for other bits. We could get the iron thingy. Which is nice. Donahedron, thank you very much for the sub. For some reason we haven't got notification sounds going. Quite like to get rid of Quarrelsome if we can. Always annoying. Tribal innovations, obviously. Yeah, that's quite interesting because we are effectively very behind on, in inverted commas, tech, which makes sense. We have a maximum domain of 3 and a minimum domain limit of 2. We could go for Sheep Lady. Or we go for this dude. He's got good herd size. So Sheep Lady doesn't have any soldiers because she's a herder. Herder realms are removed from all aspects of rulership. They do not command armies, own buildings, create alliances, or declare wars. When nomads migrate or holding, herders will slowly replenish cloak or county fertility by virtue of the... So she probably, we can't subjugate her. She'll probably just move around. So yeah, theoretically, I think it's quite. I'll be interested how it works as a mechanic. The theory is if we moved on and everyone would move out of these territories because they'd be shit, then presumably she would move in, and then gradually bring them back up to speed again. It's a sort of game pairing itself. Ooh, swear blood brotherhood. Characters may only have one blood brother. This brother becomes a symbolic member of their family. Blood brothers' call to war is refused. A special relation will break and the two become rivals. Blood brothers, their children, and their primary spouses have increased mutual opinion and may negotiate with each other. Nice. Oh, cool. So if you've been like allied and done some stuff in wars, that's going to increase your chances of swearing. I like that a lot. So he would not accept being our tributary. Oh no, so they can be vassals of people then. That's interesting. And then she just give us herd and prestige. Okay. I feel a bit like war is inevitable here. I mean, maybe we just go after this dude. We got the night effectiveness boost, that's good. That seems like a bad thing to be bordering. He seems nice. Steel herd. I kind of feel like getting away from large things is going to be quite useful. A good chance of stealing his herd. So we could fight to bring him under tribute. But we do need 2 holdings, so I kind of feel like we just want that. So this would expand our de jure lands into new frontiers. All nomadic rulers of a duchy tier or higher can start the war within their de jure. On victory, they will attempt to either vassalize the defender or force them to become a tributary, or conquer their lands altogether if they hold lands outside of the target lands of the war. I'm not 100% sure I get that. Like, what's... Okay, so theoretically we could be ruling that, or we could be ruling that. So we've actually got 1 of each, and he's got 1 of each. So we do want to go to war with him. The title we've got is that one. Well, let's just see how that works. Oh, I can't appoint another Kurutai member because there's a hard limit, isn't there? We can do pillaging type. You can pillage for gold or for a herd. Nice. Interesting. Oh, the music's excellent. Right, how do we get her obedience up? Presumably we just want to sway her. Could get ourselves some torchbearers. There's siege. Ah, interesting. Just run around setting yurts on fire. We just get ourselves some steppe raiders to begin with. What's the territory like up here that we're going into? Hills. And hills. Well in hills. No bonuses in hills. Ah, nice. You can recruit your regular stuff from your subjects. Interesting. I mean, you can say I'm missing council positions, but... Okay, well, let's give it a go. Some different decisions we can do. Consult the skies. Plus 100. Night effectiveness plus 20%. Yes, please. Too few concubines. This is something I often tell my wife. It's like choosing a patron deity. It does seem to be like that, yes. She'd actually be good. Oh, okay, okay. We got court positions still. Okay, that's good. Right, she'd actually be quite good at it, so I think we just put her in there. Go on that for now. So that ensures the laws of the realm and their liege are followed throughout the realm. Back once when with the caravan master. Need anything else at this point? I feel like not. We do want to get a little bit of income. Good afternoon, Lurking Dragon. That give us a +3 to, if we did that, to our own advantage when we're commanding. Or an army pursuit bonus. I feel like our commander advantage is sufficient already. The laws thing is probably quite useful to do. So you get increase an aptitude of other court positions. That's interesting. Control boost. or different culture boosts. Okay, that'll do for now. So he's our rival for culture head, so it probably was a smart thing to do to declare on him. Does have a new ally. Okay, in which case we do need to murder his troops. As I can keep fighting his troops individually, we're going to win this. It's like, keep on raising those armies, dude. Keep on raising those armies. No, seriously, yeah, no, definitely do that again. Let me know how it's working out for you. Oh, more. More, you say? Yeah, come on in. Hi, pal. Oh, yeah, baby. That's all from battle score. Nice. So for dominance wars, you can just absolutely rinse it on battle score. I like that a lot. I'm enjoying this as this is going to be a very different way of playing, and I'm absolutely in favour of that. Right, we do need to give her a guardian. We are brave, honest, and arrogant. Brilliant strategist. Terrible learning. I don't think we're going to have one better to teach her. I think we do. Do we want gold or herd? I think we want gold. I do kind of want to smash that army as well. See if we can do it. Right, they're locked. So it says I gain the contested titles, which is nice. I get a chunk of ruler stuff for that. That's nice. So okay, so now we have him as our vassal. Okay. Oh, that's cool. You can basically say, I want this specific courtier off of you. Interesting. So if we do that, our subjects are going to lose 20 opinion of us. Of which we only have 2 anyway. One of whom is him. Oh, they both would go against me. Okay. He's got 72 troops. And he's got 92. Might not be a bad thing to do. Because it would essentially consolidate our realm straight away and give us our 2 domains. And then we can give titles to people we want to give titles to. I think we might do that. I think it might be in our interests to do that. What do you think, chap? I think we should yoink something else first so that they like us. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that... But couldn't we just put people... We're going to have to give one of these out again anyway. So we could then... Ow. Those are the claws. I feel like being able to start very quickly giving out like titles to people we want to have titles is not a bad idea. I think we're going to do it. I think we... They're both going to rebel. Oh shit, okay. Or he might accept. That was unexpected. Righto. Okay, so we now have 2 domain. I mean, because the thing is, he still likes us a lot. Okay, he took that hit on the tyranny, but that'll drop relatively fast. Oh, so he's still around. He's really pissed off now. Oh, he's entirely nomadic now. Okay, I'm not 100% sure how all that stuff works yet. I mean, he's going to be very annoyed at me for about 10 years. But to be fair, after that, he'll probably start liking me again, and he would actually be a decent spy master. You can stack them. That's really interesting. I think he's pretty terrible at everything else. See, the possible side effects of decreased herd size is not great. Put him on that. He's going to be terrible at it, but... Okay, I suspect... Knight size and that would be useful. That's going to be useful more long term, I think. Why not the introduce heir? I feel like that might be quite useful. Let's build a family yurt. Yeah, not claws to the face. You don't do claws to the face, remember? No claws to the face. No, don't want to be on full camera. There you go. Why didn't you settle there on the camera? No, I want to stare at the feeder. Okay, so what is our strategy here? I feel like going for the Kakasi title is probably not a bad idea. Oh yes, I know, you love me so much. So much. Yeah, so he migrated into that territory and took it off of her. So are there other titles within that duchy that we don't have? That one there, but we can't get off of him yet because we presumably still have a truce with him anyway. I mean, that feels like an obvious one. That would gain me the contested titles, allegedly. Now, I'm conscious of our herd numbers. Never get claws to the face, but I do get my keyboard washed. Yeah. The weather's cooled down a bit as well, so she's a bit more huggy, I think. Do you have a bunch of prisoners? Anyone useful here? There's a few potentially useful people there. Okay to wolf here. Good marshal. Well, that went well. Presumably, we could do that and get a ton of herd, which is no bad thing. I think when you go to war, you basically have to pay your herd cost. You raise warriors. But presumably as long as you still have herd, you can keep raising troops. Now, can he raise troops, given that that's the only... Yes, he can. Okay. Now, is war score capped on this? Apparently not. Yeah, so he doesn't have enough horses anymore to give us stuff. 15 gold is nothing, so I think we probably... Need to get the fan on my video card sorted so I can play as myself. Yeah, I mean, this really does. It's very different, and I like different. Could ransom us some gold. I mean, 15 gold is essentially a year's worth of income. More than a year's worth of income, so... Okay, yeah, war score, I'm guessing... Yeah, so for this type of combat, I am capped. But I can keep smacking him around. There we go, and we just captured him again. I'm guessing he doesn't have anything to give us now. Yeah. Okay, so now we're over our domain limit, so we do want to give something else. So I guess the question becomes, what are we giving out? Well, that is way more fertile territory. Also part of a new thing. So we probably do give Geradriel here out. Now, bearing in mind... Ooh. That's nice. And then, I presume, he's now a vassal. We can do that. We do that. And with his learning... Which one of these was the learning boost one? That's a monthly piety boost. Boost Stargazer aptitude. Bang that drum, dude. Bang it hard. This guy's a bit useless at everything, isn't he? Exception of intrigue. So does increasing the Stargazer effectiveness... Okay, so it doesn't influence her ability to... Okay, so it does influence her prediction ability. That makes sense. So she's giving us more accurate predictions. So we can be pretty much guaranteed we're heading into a severe drought next time round. do need to boost some control here, but can I boost control? Another Kurotai member is already increasing the county control of this county. Who's doing that then? Our disease is also a big problem in this region. I don't know, we haven't seen any yet. Can create an accolade. Probably should. Archer damage is probably very useful to us. Hunter's not bad either. Plus the Silver Maiden's just a cool title. I mean, presumably we could raid people for hurts. Don't need to go to war. Seek out those who love my people and would swear a sacred oath to fight unto the death. 5 years to form a confederation. I don't think we're ready to form a confederation yet. I don't know what it is, but I don't think we're ready to do one. That seems unlikely to yield a lot. We're not great on that. Ongoing settlement issues. Interesting. So we have a maximum vassal count, don't we? We need to work out how we increase obedience. Yes, we have a maximum vassal limit of 3, so effectively we already are at our maximum vassal limit for this size. We could get one more domain for ourselves if we were better on stewardship. We are pretty spectacularly bad at that, and our wife is not really going to help with that. And we could just divorce her. Divorce our wife, marry someone else? I'm guessing there's zero chance of us some kind of alliance with them. That would give us an alliance with them. And they are quite useful, but she's not that skilled. Creepy. Grunduk the Stout. Chance of building in hail. Hello. There's a lot of legitimacy for that. He's lowborn. We get her opinion up, she'd join us. And then we could just concubine her. We get good prestige gain off of her. I mean, she's decent. What would be the prestige gain on that? Ah, yeah, see, this is all lowborns. She does have a good trait. Just notice the domain limits too, yeah. Seven, so I'm not going to wait that long. But they're not that useful to us as an ally, but... So presumably we could, for example, raid his lands. Because the problem is I can't take any more territory without giving it to someone else. Because we're at max vassal limit. And that would create a powerful vassal, which I'm not particularly minded to do. Now we could ask that he becomes a tributary. He's losing a war against that person. Palliation war, interesting. Presumably you can do that when someone raids you. You raid for cash. I think raiding is probably what we want to do here. Okay, let's feed some kitties first. It is roughly lunchtime. Let's feed some kitties. There you go. Yeah, I think we raid for cash. Cash and herd. Let's raid our neighbours. Under a receding pause, yeah. So is there like a raid type? Okay, so we could go to war to make him our tributary. Let's just try some raiding first. So we've now got raiding types. That's an increased chance of capturing characters. That's really cool. Let's do some plundering. Yeah, so do you notice the herd, the troops come straight out of our Hello SKW. Welcome to the stream. So presumably we now can just go raiding. Oh, nice. That now gives you some raid loot. more visibly. That's better. Oh, I see. So this is telling you potential high-value targets in your high-value targets in your area, basically. So we probably want to go there first. And we want to avoid pissing off this guy. She's trying to bone us. Which isn't actually the end of the world. Ah, sure. S Terminus, thank you for your subscription. Well, raiding is not a quick act, is it? I feel like lowering friendly casualties is probably good for us. Right, so we got some gold. We didn't get any herd. Well, maybe we did and we just don't know it yet. That's quite nice. 12 over there. We'll go over there. Always enjoy the Beast Blue Sky threads. Oh, good. Glad you enjoy them. Sure. We sent her a love letter. Your unusual mole is the rock I cling to in stormy seas. I wish only to see you, that I may know true joy you and I belong together. She likes clinging to my mole, apparently. Still waiting for them to cross-post it ahead of us. I tend not to because Mastodon's just shit at threading. Or has been in my experience. So just the sort of the return versus reward isn't great on it. But maybe I should start doing some of them a bit more. Right. Now she should come to court now. And we will make her our concubine. Like, I only started doing them on Blue Sky again, really, once they sorted out thread viewing. Yeah, so that's the Kyrgyz culture. Do kind of want to be headed that way, really. Well, he's coming to try and attack us, but we're probably going to win that, so... Always happy to steal someone else's raid loot. feel like we raid here, we raid there, and we go back. At track. I mean, you're not great at track. Gonna be honest here. You may find yourself displaced by a more effective brother. Have you watched me start to worry about spiders? Spiders will happen. That's 30 loot to the current raiding market. Yeah, bring me bounteous plunder. Base maxes us out, so head home. That dude died. Yeah, you can stay arrogant. You're not going to inherit anything, so. And 200 herd and 36 gold. I mean, it's okay. Boost any of this? I don't think it really boosted my legitimacy, though, did it? Okay, how's our yurts looking? We want to boost to yurt 3. It's a lot of money. Oh, but that increases our vassal limit. Okay. We can add loot storage. Lifestyle experience. Men at arms damage. Portable forge. That's nice. Yurt of the Righteous. Finest horses sounds nice. Interesting. So that would actually unlock the Iron Cavalry tradition. So we could go family layer. No, that unlocks wet nurse. Ooh, wet nurse is quite useful. One percent of your level of devotion. Every year you have 1% of your level of devotion gain 5%. And it increases your herd limit. Fanatical riders. A herder's corner. Thing is, we're nowhere near our herd capacity, so it's necessarily useful right now. I feel like we hold on and try and go for the main yurt. She's getting quite powerful. Would you consider she would? Okay, that's useful. That probably does mean we want to move down that way. Like, we look to bring him under tribute. He's got a fair few troops because he's got an ally. Who's his ally? But we'll have our new ally. Oh, we control enough counties to create the Blue Carcasia. That sounds fun. Just need the money. I think we go for sieges here because yeah, they're moving to support the siege, so that's fine, and then we'll go after that army. $17, I'll take that. Gold is useful to us right now, and I think if we go for them, they should follow. Yeah, they're going to reinforce us. We still technically won anyway. Ooh, who else have we got in prison that we could ransom? Presumably no one then. I'm guessing Give me some herd. That'd be one. For a hook. I think these will be hooks. Two. Sure. Better than zero. Four more knights is nice. So he is now under us. I assume he is, but he's a herder. Okay, cool. And he controls both of those. Yes. Still slightly worried about this. I'll have to have some sleep. Enjoy, Esternimus. Enjoy. Enjoy your nap. To be fair, I'm not streaming super long today. Easing myself back into the streaming. Yeah, so to refill, we can then use the herd. I do like that as a mechanic. I feel like you're going to get a lot of shifting alliances. Which is quite cool. The spirits used to be my astrologer. Yeah, he warns of peril that awaits lest you keep your kin in Abakan. Kuzbaz becomes our new realm capital. You gain yurt, sweet yurt for 10 years. Domestic building construction cost minus. That is not in considerable discount. It dismisses her, and isn't she quite good? Yeah, she's very good. I mean, is there any disadvantage to us moving title? Moving capital? I'm guessing not really. Moving to Kuzbas, which is nice and fertile. More fertile than Abakan. We'll move there then. Controls trash though. Really not deal with that. Like, I know he's bad at it, but everyone's bad at it. Hey, you want to submit to me? Who are you? You're those dudes. Wait, you rule all of that lot and you want to submit to me? Okay. Low herd, no prestige transfer. Well. Okay. Seems legit. Seems a bit Louise does that, but he's almost dead. At which point this dude's going to take over, most likely. Guess we'll see what happens. Is ease of moving capital to reflect encourage nomadic playstyle? I assume it kind of is. I mean, the other thing is we're going to need to move soon anyway. Because, like, we're going to need to migrate. Because the forecast for the next season is not good. I can remember how we see it. Like, we're in an everlasting summer at the moment, but we're heading into a severe drought in 1076. We should probably be ready for that. That's only 5 years away. Like, I do want to get that upgrade going. Like, that maximum vassal limit increase is really useful. It's going to give us an extra building slot. He tied Joseph in his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Yeah. I think our lady has a good Technicolor Dreamcoat. All three of these oppose his appointment. I assume because he's a small child, which is, you know, fair. It's because you've got more titles than me. Which I'll admit I'm not happy about. He does like me a lot, which is good, but... he's getting a bit too powerful in his own right. Conquered those two, I think. That's what did it. Now we could... Ugh, tired. We could marry someone to him. And ensure his loyalty. He does have some daughters and sons. Could do that. It's probably not a bad idea because he's in that independence faction. Although we could beat him down quite easily with our ally. But maybe it's better keeping him on side for now. Let's lock him into our dynasty. A nice herd increase now. So presumably, actually, that's interesting. So I'm guessing that the larger your herd, the more troops you have. That's a really interesting dynamic. I like that. So effectively, just to a certain extent, by not doing anything, I am gradually increasing my troops because they don't replenish in the same way. I'm guessing we just lost whoever was doing tributary to us, because I'm guessing he just died. Yeah, so I reckon that tributaries are only for the life of that ruler then. That's interesting. We should probably smack him around a bit. Now, we can't get any more territory, but we could bring him under tribute at least. Remembering we're going to have to move in a couple of years. I'm really interested to see how the moving mechanic works out. I don't know who you are, but you're now my tributary, so that's good. Daughter, no skills. It's annoying. Troll growth, I think. A lot of kids. No traits on those kids so far, but kids nonetheless. $44, yes. Isn't that enough to do what we needed to do? No, 190 we need for that. We're getting close. Yeah, so we kind of control all of that. She's been cut down to size a bit. Oh, I see. I think she's migrated. I think she's migrating. So we're going to need to migrate relatively shortly. So do you want to see how that mechanic works out? So there is a confederation going on over there. That's shepherds doing shepherd things. Like, we could make a tributary of you. Need to work out how you increase obedience. Is that feasts? Activities? Well, you're going to need to migrate. Yeah, the drought's coming. How do we increase obedience? Okay, so he has a larger herd than me. That's why he's disobedient. That's the main reason why he's disobedient. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So what you really want to be doing is making sure that you have more herd than your and he increases his herd. He's got a lot of herd. Hello, Napoleon. How you doing? What's up, buddy? You've already had some food. You want a hug? I mean, we are running a short stream today, but it's not quite hug time yet. second lunch. He does like a second lunch. Right, I want to at least see what migration mechanics are like. So we might not continue this save. I'll be playing more of this tomorrow, by the way. It's bank holiday here in the UK, so I figure we'll consider this, I think, likely our first play, and then tomorrow will be our proper one. And we'll have a think about what we want to do properly. Probably start about 4 PM tomorrow, I'd have thought. Get a nice couple of hours in. Oh yes, scriptures. But I want to see how this works. There we go, Toggly. Toggly would be our heir. Toggly and Kutan, the skills. Ooh. Nice, so I can send men at arms after them now. You can really see how these territories change. Like, why do we now control this? My tributary. And, like, our ally's gone from over here now. You really have to watch that. See a lot of shifting relationships. Is that migration? Migration that does that? This is cool, so you get more options on this now. Okay, so we should probably consider migrating, because we've got less than a year until all of this stuff goes. So if we were going to migrate, then we want to see where the season changes, so that we know where will be good. I guess that's what confuses me slightly so far about this. Oh, okay, so we can see the predictions for them. Oh, okay. So we know that in the Eastern Steppe, it's most likely to be a drought next year. Next seasonal prediction is likely severe drought as well. In the Central Steppe. So if anything, we want to go to the Western Steppe because of abundant grazing. so this is why it really does matter having a good stargazer, because you want to know where you need to go. So we would want to be going to the Western Steppe. But where is the Western Steppe? I presume it's over this area. What's Zud? I think it was bad. Havsarsen Zud is a combination of two or more types of Zud. The grass is covered by ice and snow. Storms savage the land. Freezing temperatures prevent animals from even moving. Grass is, so that's really bad. But I mean, there's an 80% chance. I mean, the game could screw us. Like, I kind of feel like it should be telling me where the Western Steppe is, though. Like, it's telling me that's the Kolundi Steppe, but what's... Like, we're in the Eastern Steppe. Is it a map mode? Like, where is the Western Steppe? I can't click to view the Great Steppe because I can't get the pop-up on the screen for long enough. My middle mouse button click has stopped working. Like, the Eastern Steppe is part of the Great Steppe, so this is the whole Great Steppe region. I also struggle to find this. Yeah, I mean, it's just not obvious. Like, I can see here it says, like, located in the Western Steppe. You'd think it was a map mode. It's one of the map modes. That's kind of what I was assuming. I don't see one here. But there must be a map mode for this. Oh, okay. Well, what? That's a stupid place to put it. But that just shows fertility. But this doesn't give me any additional info. Hold up, this has got to be it. Is that it? Shows different situation regions of the situation, and I assume this is the situation. So it's just badly labelled, isn't it? But that makes that the east, that the central, and that the west. We need to get all the way over there. Can we even migrate that far? The situation just a more generic struggle. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's because they've gone with a sort of generic name for it. I presume that's because situations are like struggles and they're going to do more of them. But I feel like you should at least have a custom label for it then. Make it more obvious. So effectively we'd have to double migrate. Okay, that makes a bit more sense to me now though. And suddenly migration range becomes a lot more important. Which makes sense. So essentially what you probably want to be doing is migrating earlier than this. So that you can leap over multiple regions. If you know that you're going to need to migrate to a better region, you want to start migrating relatively early. So for example, we could reach there. Okay, this makes a bit more sense to me now. You cede your counties to herders. Ah, okay, okay. Okay. And anyone who's disobedient presumably doesn't move with you. They just become your tributary. Gotcha. Okay, this makes more sense to me now. This makes more sense to me now. So the vassal thing, the holding territory is useful, but you need to consider it only as a temporary element. So what you probably want to do is you want to focus on getting hold of, if you're going to get any territory, you want to be getting territory that is going to yield you some pretty useful benefits early on. So you want like fertile territory to grow your herd while you're there. And everyone else, you can kind of focus a bit more on being tributaries and everything else. And you want to always be maintaining your herd size large. Really, that becomes the metric that really matters to you more than actually territory in any way. Gotcha. Okay, okay. That's a very different way to play. That's nice. I like that. So you really do want to focus on maybe, that's why it doesn't really matter how much domain you've got. Domain is useful because your direct domains are going to be the things that are boosting your herd. Because that increases your herd. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this has clicked in my head now, the mechanics on this. I get the mechanics now and how this works. And I get why we were seeing so much change in all of this. So you do genuinely want to be focusing on getting herd boost stuff. The quicker and bigger you can build your herd, the more useful it's going to be. And moving to an area and being able to boost its fertility early is really useful, because the more fertile you make it, the quicker you make it fertile, the more your herd is going to be boosted while you're there. Gotcha. Okay, so let's just try a migration just because fun to try. So we need to be drifting this way. So if we were going, say, there, going to a super fertile area, because we weren't in a very fertile area. Okay, okay. Their combined military strength is 909. They're not going to accept me moving in. He would move out of the way. Presumably because my military strength is higher. So let's try moving to there. I do have, theoretically, can you call allies in if they don't accept? If you can call in allies if they don't accept, we'd be able to win. If we were to say, like, okay, we're going after there. Yeah, the situation regions, they're badly labelled. That's what it is. Okay, theoretically, we click that. I can call my allies. Okay, got this. Oh, this is interesting. So you now see the differences in what's going on. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot as DLC. There's some mechanics to learn to it. Might have to do a bunch of help videos about this, I think. I just want to play this out so we see what happens after the end of this. Like, do I get that whole region? I'm guessing I get every territory I'm currently at war with. But do I then get to distribute them? No, so they've just been taken by someone else, so they're now out of the war. So presumably I can actually only get these three now. The army's been wiped. Yeah, so he's fucked off. He was always going to do that. We knew that. Yeah, so now we're in severe drought. Seasons have rolled round. Yeah, so we have really low herd growth now. But I presume that's also because we are migrating. Yeah, basically this now makes sense to me. Okay, that's interesting. We got that territory as well, even though he'd been forced out of the war. So severe drought. So the fertility is dropping. It doesn't just automatically drop like a stone. That's good. I like that. And you can abandon holdings to a herder. So if you've got territory that's just like that, it's just like shit, you might just want to give it back to a herder to deal with, because we're over our domain limit at the moment. So we could either give that out to someone who would then be presumably super loyal, or we might then go, actually, we're going to migrate again. How long before you can migrate? Is there a limit on it? Guessing not. It was that regional thing. It feels a bit. It's a bit awkward that you have to do it that way. It was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, so the Western Steppe is the only one that's got good stuff, and that'll be for another 10 years. That's interesting as well, because it means you don't necessarily want to migrate straight away to a new region. You almost want to migrate once you know you're hitting the tip over point of where a new region is, the fertility's kicking up to a level where it's worth you moving. So you're probably not going to want to move on the threshold of moving dates anyway. You're going to want to move in the middle of them. Yeah, and if you look at our herd levels now, we weren't in a particularly fertile region. We should have migrated a lot earlier. So we probably shouldn't have started. Is that not possible? No, it totally is. You can migrate to anywhere. It just takes you a while over distance. I don't know about migrating outside the steppe regions. So what really matters then is having good intelligence from your people, from your lady who knows these things. Like, this is probably going to have abundant grazing. Eastern steppe is likely to have blessings of the blue sky. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so you want to be moving around quite a lot. So fertility becomes a mobile proxy for the dev stat, in effect. Yeah, that's kind of what it's doing. And by moving out of areas, what you're effectively doing is allowing fertility to rebuild. So you kind of want to be chasing fertility a fair bit and always having an eye to where the future great fertility is. That makes sense. And family and marriage becomes important because you're going to want good allies if you're migrating into areas. Okay, I feel like we've learned that. And now we know how the mechanics work. I think maybe for the last 50 minutes of the stream, we do start our new run. Given there's a lot of fair few viewers as well, it means we can have a proper think about how we want to do our new run. This has taught us the mechanics, which is really useful. And we should be chasing fertility a lot more earlier to get that herd up. Okay, I like this. It's very different.